Good evening. So, after the last weekend, this past weekend, I just wanted to briefly speak about Romelu Lukaku. Now, as you already know, he made some ill-timed comments in regards to him not being happy with the system put in place at Chelsea. Um, that is being managed by, well, that was implemented by Thomas Tuchel, the manager. And so, he said something along the lines of how he's not happy at Chelsea and how he misses Inter, and that he hopes to go back there soon, not at the end of his career, when he's still in his somewhat prime. Now, obviously, those are very stupid comments for him to make. It wasn't smart at all. And in life, you have to realize where you were wrong. You have to self-reflect and just ask yourself always: did I make the right decision in doing this, or could I have done this better, or was I completely wrong? In this case, Lukaku was completely wrong. He did an interview with Sky Sports Italia, and you know aired out his grievances, made it clear that he missed Inter, that he felt at home there. Um, you know, saying Latoro, don't worry, I'll be with you soon. I'll come to you. And obviously, as you would expect, Chelsea's fans were mad. They were upset, really upset, as they should be, especially ones who supported him, despite the slander he was getting from my rival fans for not playing, even though he's been injured and he had COVID as well. So it's not really completely fair. But at the time that he got released, when it was first released to the public about what he said um in his interview with Sky Sports Italia, um I was pretty much confused because he came off back to back games scoring goals, got a goal apiece against Villa and Brighton, and he played well in both. Well, he played well, especially in the Villa game, played well. So with that being said, I was a bit confused, but then I realized that the interview was actually 3 weeks ago. So around last month, I believe it was around the Man United game where Chelsea drew 1-1. And so and look, regardless, that's no excuse, because I think Lukaku being at 29, 28 years old, he should know better. He should know that any media platform has a loyalty to themselves, and they're going to release whatever material they have at the best possible time that is convenient for them, not for him, for them. The media platforms are going to do whatever are going to do whatever for their own interests, not for anybody, not for the interviewee, not for the athlete, not for anybody. So that's where Lukaku should still receive blame, and rightfully so. He's apologized to Tuchel, and we'll see if they're going to move on and get on things, get on with this season, because he can be quite essential to Chelsea this season. And so, look, he's clearly self-reflected and spoken with Tuchel earlier on today, and he's apologized. He admits he was wrong, and it's time for them to move on, because clearly Tuchel has accepted his apology for what he did in the interview, because also he didn't inform Tuchel or any Chelsea staff that he was going to be doing an interview with Sky Sports Italia. So obviously that made it even worse, and rightfully so. Lukaku has looked back and decided that he was in the wrong, and that what he did was ill advised, not wise at all. And so yeah, yeah. So then in life, you always have to be self-reflective and wonder if you'd done something that was just very stupid and very not wise at all, very unwise. And so, rightfully so, um, he's taking correction, clearly. Now, maybe there's other ulterior motives as to why Lukaku he has apologized to his teammates, to his Chelsea teammates, and to the manager and to the club. But regardless, look, what's happened's happened. Hopefully, I mean, the dust settles. They move on from now on. But I feel like Lukaku should hopefully realizes that that was a moment of him being in his own self delusion, especially when he said that when he left Inter Milan, he okay. Well, firstly, Inter Milan fans, from what I understood, they're not very pleased with him. They don't miss him at all. They don't want him back in the first place because he left them when they were in the financial turmoil, and he left because obviously he wasn't going to get more money, and they replaced him with Ellen Dzeko, and then they told the Serie A. So clearly they don't miss him that much, or they don't miss him at all, quite frankly. And also during the interview, he also said that the three biggest clubs that he had a chance on going to was Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. Now Barcelona, they're in financial turmoil as well. They're in a financial turmoil, financial hole. So that was never going to happen. Bayern Munich, no, you're not playing over Lewandowski. He's way better than you. Real Madrid, you ain't playing ahead of Benzema. He's way better than you. Way better striker than you, without question. And so, yeah. So I mean, that's just another layer of the controversy where Lukaku was just quite frankly being a narcissist in a way, or being self-delusional, quite frankly. And hopefully for his sake, he realizes that what he did wasn't smart at all. And hopefully he learns from this and he can grow from this. And just, get back on board with his teammates and manager. Show the Chelsea fans that he's completely committed for the season, whether it's achieving top four, winning Champions League, getting back in the title race, whatever. He needs to show right now that he's committed and he's focused on Chelsea and nowhere else. Period. Because if this happens again, I very much doubt that the manager, Thomas Tuchel, is one of the best. The club, the fans, I very much doubt that the fans and the manager will forgive him twice, quite frankly. So hopefully he learns his lesson. Hopefully. And yeah, everybody moves on. Everyone moves on. Take care. God bless. You're watching What's This to Say? Like and subscribe. Yeah, take care. God bless.